Yala Sangha. Welcome to day 12. I hope that today finds you well and that you're in the swing of your year and things are working out for you. We're going to do some dynamic movement today, like using the sun salutation and taking that a little beyond what we've done before into Warrior 2 and Reverse Warrior and other beautiful movements for our bodies. While you're setting up and getting yourself ready, I want to talk briefly again about what yoga is. I've spoke about the definitions at the start, and the main definition is that it's to steady our mind, and from the Yoga Sutras. And there's many ways given of that, or there's many actually. What the Youth Sutras give us is the obstacles to that way of steadying our mind. And actually, most of us will know, one of the obstacles is how we deal with other people, right? Other people who have gone through their own suffering, through their own difficulties, and yoga asks us to come to people with 4 different qualities. We'll focus on one of them today, which is metta, loving kindness. Okay, that's why we're talking about kindness quite a lot at the end of most practices, okay? Because one of the obstacles to our mind is not having that kindness, okay? Firstly, you need to be kind to yourself though, okay? So let's do some standing up and sitting down. See where we're at with that practice now. Standing up, sitting down. I know that for some people now this is getting a little bit easier. They're finding it more manageable. Coming up. And maybe switching the foot you lead with, the foot that's at the front, trying to use your knees a little bit more. It'll come, if you're finding that difficult. Move anything that's in the way out of the way, and give yourself a little bit of a shake off. Both arms, both legs. Roll your shoulders. Okay. Bring your feet, if you're using the mat, towards the front of your mat. Okay. Lift up your toes. Inhale, turn out your palms. Try and find that length from the heels up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, let your arms relax, but keep this length that you've developed. Remember how we went through the sun salutation the other day. Inhale, slowly reaching the fingers forward. 2/3 of the way, reach a little bit more into it. And as you exhale, come as far forward as you can. Let your hands rest on your shins. And then inhale, everything becomes extended and a little bit longer. And as you exhale, soften your knees. Let your fingers come towards the floor. Bend your knees as much as you want to. Let your hips relax. Your knees relax, your ankles relax. Into Uttanasana. Inhale, slightly lift your chest. And step back with your right foot. Okay. Let your right knee come down. Clasp your hands. Point your fingers. Inhale, come all the way up. If this is enough for you, then you stay on the ground. And exhale, coming back down. Push your back heel away. Okay. A little trick here. Inhale. Clasp your hands. Come all the way up. Over your head. So a little bit of balance, a little bit of strength. Not too much. And then from there, you're going to drop your back heel so that your body opens up to the inside of your thighs. And then let both hands reach out. Check your fingers are nice and relaxed. Turn your head one way and the other way. Turn your palms face up. That can soften your shoulders a bit. And turn them face down. Place your back hand on your back leg. Inhale up with your other hand. And exhale, drift back. Sometimes this is called Sun Warrior or Reverse Warrior. Inhale, come back to Warrior 2. Exhale, elbow on your knee. Reach your back arm over your ear. See if you can look up. Sink your hips a wee bit more. Your top hand, bring it down inside your foot. Other hand outside your foot. Come up on the toes of your back foot. And whatever you feel you need to make in terms of movement here, you can make. So the foot that's at the front, we're stepping it back, so both knees are on the floor. Tuck underneath your toes. Float your hips back towards your heels. And again, our down dog. Our movement's not forward. Our movement is up and back. Pedaling one heel down, pedal another heel down. Keeping your breath nice and slow. Come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, bring your right foot forward through between your hands. Okay. Let your back knee come down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Keep your hands separate this time. Exhale, come back down. Step forward with your back foot. Relax over your legs. Soften your neck. Let your hands rest on the floor if you can. Use a book if you want to. Bend both knees. Inhale, coming wide. And all the way up. And let your hands come down. And shake off, okay? Roll your shoulders, nice and loose. I'm going to face the other way just because when I drop into Warrior Two, I want you to see it from the front rather than from the back. Let your heels rest down. Lift up your toes, spread them out, let your toes come back down. Same as we did on the other side. Inhale, slowly coming up. Reaching once you're 2/3 a little bit harder and a little bit higher. As you exhale, coming all the way forward, reaching out into space. And let your hands come down onto your shins. Inhale, everything straightens, becomes engaged. And then exhale, everything becomes soft. Let your nose come towards your knee. Take a breath here. Soften a bit more. Bring your hands to your shins. Actually, keep your hands. Lift your chest slightly and step back with your left foot. Let it come down on the floor. Leg. Clasp your hands. Point your fingers. Inhale, come all the way up and slightly back. Exhale, come forward and back down. Okay? If you're feeling like that's where you want to stay down rather than go up, because you can make all those Warrior Two movements with your back knee down, okay? If you're feeling okay, let your back heel reach behind you. Clasp your hands. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, drop your back heel, open your chest into Warrior Two. Wiggle your fingers, relax your shoulders. Turn your palms up, hips to relax your shoulders. Turn your palms down, point them out. Okay, place your back hand on your back leg. On your next inhale, reach up through your other hand. Exhale, drift them back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, elbow on your knee. And reach out across your ear. Sink your hips down, turn your body like backwards so you can look up towards the sky or the ceiling underneath your armpit. And then bring your top hand down. Bring your other hand down. Okay. And if you can, step straight back into down dog this time. Open your armpits. Open your chest. Let your heel go slowly towards the floor. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring your left foot forward. Okay, let your back knee come down. Inhale, come up, slightly back. Hands are open. Exhale, both hands down. Step in with your back foot. Relax towards your legs, bend both knees. And inhale, coming all the way up. Either forward or wide. And exhale, coming down. Shake off both arms, shake off both legs. Roll through your shoulders. Okay, see how that feels for you. Okay, let's try the other side again, right? Go a tiny bit faster, not fast. Okay, but tiny little bit more flow to it, I think, is the way I like to think of it. Inhale, we're going up. 2/3, final third reach. Exhale, reaching as far forward as you can. Hands to your shins. Inhale, lengthen through your body. Exhale, drift your body down. Step back with your right foot. Let your knee come on the floor. Clasp your hands, point your fingers. Inhale, we're coming up. Exhale, we're coming down. Push the back heel away. Clasp your fingers, point your index finger. Inhale, we're going up again. Exhale, we're turning out. Inhale, we're spreading out. Exhale, we're relaxing our back hand. When I say inhale and exhale, you can go at the breath rate you want to, okay? And drift back. Inhale here, if it's helpful, exhale here, and then I like another inhale, reaching out into side angle posture. Let your top hand come down, your other hand come down, bring your back knee down. Inhale, going up and opening from the floor. Exhale, coming down. Frame your front foot, step your back foot in, relax again into Uttanasana. Inhale, we're going wide, all the way up. And exhale, coming down. Good. Shake everything off, get nice and loose. We're going one more time on the other side, okay? Bring your feet to the space that makes sense for you. Now, if you're enjoying this, feel free to do a few more, okay? I'm going to give myself a bit more room so I'm not knocking things over. Standing tall, chest is going forward, shoulders are back and relaxed. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, reaching out into space, as far as you can. Hands on the shins. Inhale, lengthen and reach with every part of your body. Strong arms, strong legs, strong spine. Soften everything. Soft arms, soft legs, soft spine. Step back your left foot. Let your left knee come down. Back. Point your index fingers. And inhale, we're going up and slightly back. Exhale, we're coming forward and down. Okay. Move your back heel away if that feels okay. Inhale, we're going up again. Exhale, we're dropping out. Reaching out into our warrior two through the inhale. And maybe taking extra breaths and just enjoying, feeling this openness of our groin, openness of our chest. Let your back hand rest in your back leg. Inhale higher up. Exhale, drifting back. Inhale through to warrior two. Exhale your elbow onto your knee. Inhale, reach all the way out into space. Exhale, drop your top hand down. Come up on the toes of your back foot. Drop your other hand down. Let your back knee come down. Inhale, we're going up and back. One more time. Again, the breath pattern is yours. As long as your breath is not too disturbed. If you find like, we might want to work a little less intensely. Step in with your back foot. Relax to Uttanasana. Nose towards your knees. Hips relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And inhale. Reaching out. Bring your palms together. And let them come down. Shake everything off. Both arms, both legs. See how your body feels. So we did 4 quite big opening body movements there. So let's see if we can, for our balance posture today, what we're going to do is put our right foot on the floor and we're going to make it a moving balance posture. Okay, so you're going to let your hands either come together or go wide. And what we're going to do is bring our other foot across the front of this leg and then behind. And into the front and then behind. Okay. So you're challenging your balance through movement this time. We did a little bit of this in Warrior 3. In the Warrior sequence, which we'll go through again in a couple of days, with some new variations. Okay. Good. And we'll add to that over the next couple of weeks. Let your foot rest down, other side, okay? Hands can be here, okay? It's a little trickier because your arms become a little bit like, you know, when a trapeze artist or a high rope walker is using the pole, okay? The bowl. Maybe they do use a bowl, I don't know. And take it a little bit faster, a little bit further if you want to challenge your balance. Okay, give everything a good shake off, both arms and both legs. Let's see if we can sit down without using our hands too much. Good, and can you switch from this position to a kneeling position without using your hands? So can you bring yourself to kneel? Okay. One of the first practices we did the first week was to lift our hips and tuck our heels underneath, or tuck our toes underneath, and our heels underneath our hips. Okay. Can you get there? Can you lift and let your hips come to rest? Good. Okay, come to seated position. Use your cushion or whatever you've been using over the past couple of weeks. If it's taken longer than a couple of weeks, if you're managing to get one done every couple of days or one done every 3 days, that's totally great, okay? Consistency, for some people it's every day, for some people it's once a week, for some people it's even less than that. So once you come to your seated position, take a few moments for your breath to settle, for your heart rate to settle. And wherever you like to rest your hands today. Okay, you can let your hands rest face down, your hands rest face up. And what we're looking to do with our breath today is get into a rhythm with it, okay? So what I mean by that is inhaling for a set amount of time and exhaling for a set amount of time. They can be slightly different. I would recommend that the exhale is slightly longer than the inhale, because that's a more relaxing side of our breath. It lowers our heart rate, it activates our parasympathetic nervous system a bit more. If you get in touch with me, I can give you the technical, medical reason why that happens, okay? But the exhale should be longer. So what I want you to do is just count in your head. I'll give you one example, and then you can try that, or you can try something a little shorter or a little longer. So you would inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if that works for you. If it's too long or too short, then adapt it. But inside yourself for the next minute or so, try and get into a rhythm. And if you have time today, spend some time resting on the ground, letting go. Maybe using Om Namaha as your mantra as you exhale. If you want to stay seated and finish your practice here, finish your practice here. Yala Sangha. Thank you, everybody. Be very kind to yourself. Metta, Maitri, to you, to everyone else. And tomorrow we have another evening practice. But again, you can do it in the morning. You can do these ones in the evening. The important thing is that we practice.